So yes, definitely. Even just yesterday, the CM Arvind Kejriwal came out and said that they have already won the MCD elections, and whatever confusion that prevails today is amongst just the media personals and the BJP cadre who are still waiting for the results to come out. But I'll just try and show you the visuals over here at the Aam Aadmi Party office. If you could see, the posters have already been put up. Achhe honge 5 saal MCD mein bhi Kejriwal. These posters have already been put up by the Aam Aadmi Party. This tells a lot about the confidence that the Aam Aadmi Party has on the exit polls. But yes, on the other hand, as Yash has been pointing out, that the BJP is also confident that they might be able to put a dent on the Aam Aadmi Party chances. But yes, there are 250 seats. The elections are very hyper-local. So yes, there is still a sense of excitement that can be sensed in this elections. The counting has already begun, and in the next few hours we are going to get more clarity as to who is going to get the chance to put the first mayor in place after the unification of the MCDs. But yes, at the Aam Aadmi Party office, the celebrations are already starting. The balloons have already been put up. The posters have already been put up. What they are waiting for is just they are waiting for the initial trends to come up, because the Aam Aadmi Party is absolutely confident that they are going to form the MCD mayor this time around. So yes, it remains to be seen as to who wins. But yes, on the ground at the Aam Aadmi Party office, it's 8 AM in the morning, and yes, you can actually sense energy in the air as of now. So yes, in the next few hours we are going to get more clarity. The workers are going to gather over here. As Nikhil mentioned, that senior leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party are also going to come up over here, and they are going to basically try and give out this message that yes, the people of Delhi stands with the Aam Aadmi Party, and the tag of Kattar Imandar that the Aam Aadmi Party has, and the BJP trying to tarnish that tag over the last 3 to 4 months. They have been very unsuccessful, and the Aam Aadmi Party is going to win. This is the kind of messaging that they are going to give. But yes, I'll again tell this fact that these elections are very hyper-local, and a few votes here and there could actually change the entire scenario of these MCD elections. So yes, the next few hours are going to be very interesting as the first trend starts to come in on a channel.
Absolutely. I'll just request my colleagues to stay on with us. 250 wards at stake. Counting has already begun. There are 42 centers spread across the national capital. At this point, I want to bring in our guests, the various spokespersons of the political parties. We have spokesperson of the BJP, Vineet Goenka. We also have spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, Brijesh Kalappa. Will shortly be joined by the Congress spokesperson. Okay, I believe Prashant Pratap, the Congress spokesperson, is also already joining us. Good morning, gentlemen. Good to have all of you on the broadcast with us. Brijesh, let me begin the conversation with you. Good to be seeing you on the other side. If the exit polls hold, this is a big celebratory day for the Aam Aadmi Party. What do you think has changed? Why do you think the voter, at least as far as the exit polls are concerned, have wanted a change? Because the BJP has been in power as far as the MCD is concerned for 15 years. So why do you think a change is needed?
I think the first thing I must mention is that as far as these elections are concerned, just as the press is saying that the victory in Gujarat for the BJP, so-called victory because of the exit polls predictions, is magnificent because it's a victory of over 27 years and all that. Now here is the Aam Aadmi Party, a newbie, a fresh entrant into politics with formidable opponents like the Bharatiya Janata Party, which is in an extraordinarily election machinery, and the Congress Party, today holding its own despite the passage of over 8 years, right? And now coming to power and breaking fresh ground. I think this is the greatest takeaway for the Aam Aadmi Party. The fact that people are recognizing that this is a party with innate honesty, with integrity of purpose, and genuinely intends to have good to the people. So this is, I think, the key takeaway from this contest. And I honestly feel that as far as the electoral results will display, that the Aam Aadmi Party will come in greater strength than the exit polls have actually shown.
Let me bring in Vineet also in the conversation. And Vineet, Brijesh is making a fair point. If we are believing the exit polls as far as Gujarat is concerned, then why shouldn't we not believe the exit polls as far as the national capital is concerned? 15 years is a pretty long time. I was out on the ground before, the voting took place, and there were some pertinent issues that emerged as a pattern. What do you think have been the lags? What were the promises that you feel the BJP could not achieve? Or are you saying it's too early to say that we should still wait and watch in the exit polls and the final picture could be completely different?
So Ram to you and to my co-panelists and all the viewers who are watching this. Bharatiya Janata Party today goes very confidently to the counting stations, irrespective of the predictions done by the exit polls. Probably we are going out with our work which is there. And on the other side we have Aam Aadmi Party which has done harm to the Delhi. We have known how the Chief Minister and others were involved in various scams and scandals. But yes, finally whatever decisions the people will take will be the final thing, and then we will respect that particular decision. But as far as it goes for me, I am very confident we will come out with very good numbers.
Okay, I want to take in a word from Prashant also. Prashant, if you heard the spokespersons of the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP, they're essentially fighting among themselves. They're just seeing this as a two-way contest. Why do you think the Congress is not even being seen as a player?
Good morning to everyone. Congress has been a player. Congress has been talking about the right things. Possibly, it's too early to say that Congress is out of the game. It's just been 6 seats. I think the results have, the leads have been coming out. But Congress has been talking about all the right things, as I was mentioning. In the fight between the Team A and the Team B, I think that the issues of development are getting lost. Everybody knows the 15 years of Sheila Dikshit and the kind of work we did. But I think that's taking a back seat right now, and the drama and the noise of the Kuda politics, what we called in the MCD election, that is taking front seat now. So we are waiting. We are waiting for the results. We are going to assess things on that. Congress, just not many years ago, we had a government there, and it is a little difficult to say why Aam Aadmi Party, in spite of all the failures, their ministers being caught up in these scams and now can be seen taking massages in the prisons, still getting.
But the Aam Aadmi Party, Prashant, here will come and say that if the exit poll numbers are to be believed, then none of these issues seem to have an impact as far as the voter on the ground is concerned. But I'll just request our guests to stay on with us because we quickly want to bring our viewers up to speed of what the exit polls have also predicted. As I said, most of the exit polls have predicted a clear sweep as far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned. So I want to break down some of those details of what are the numbers that we're seeing as far as these various exit polls are concerned. Let's first begin with what the Aaj Tak Access My India is giving. It's giving 149 to 171 to the Aam Aadmi Party. Remember, there are 250 wards at stake. For the BJP, the Aaj Tak Access My India is giving anywhere between 69 to 91. For the Congress, single digits, 3 to 7. Others is pretty high as far as this exit poll is concerned, which is 5 to 9. Let's move on and let's talk to you about the other exit polls as well. If you look at the Times Now ETG, that's giving the Aam Aadmi Party anywhere between 146 to 156. The BJP for them is anywhere between 84 to 94. Congress 6 to 10, others 0 to 4. So already you're seeing two exit polls giving a clear edge as far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned. NewsX, Jan Ki Baat is giving the Aam Aadmi Party 159 to 175. The BJP anywhere between 70 to 92. The Congress again in single digits for them, 4 to 7. Others is just at 1. Then let's talk about the Z News Bak exit poll as well. Aam Aadmi Party for them is anywhere between 134 to 146. BJP 82 to 94. Congress is about 8 to 14. So as I said, all of these exit polls giving a clear edge to the Aam Aadmi Party. Let me continue the conversation with my guests as well. Brijesh, I want to come to you. The opposition has been attacking the Aam Aadmi Party, saying that this is a party of the corrupt. Look at what's happening with all of its ministers. Satyendra Jain continues to be behind bars. Manish Sisodia has been named in an FIR. Is this the party that the national capital would want? Because what is the larger messaging that is being sent out? Brijesh? Okay, we'll just try and fix that connection with Brijesh. But, Vineet, let me take the other end of this conversation to you. I know the BJP and even the Congress has been attacking the Aam Aadmi Party, saying this is a party of corrupt. Look at the kind of videos that are emerging from Tihar jail, so on and so forth. But look at the exit poll numbers. These are MCD elections that we're talking about. None of this seems to be having an impact as far as the voter is concerned. Because what are the issues as far as an MCD election is concerned? Water is an issue, parking is an issue, garbage is an issue. And all of these issues, voters on the ground seem to be now feeling that maybe an opportunity needs to be given to the Aam Aadmi Party because the promises that were made by the BJP haven't been completed.
Thank you for asking this question on the crucial day of counting. I think probably, there are two things. Bharatiya Janata Party is a serious party. Before we were called as Bharatiya Janata Party, we were also there in the country as Janasangha. We run through principles. We have our own fundamentals. We stick to them. We stick to them even in good time and the bad time. And we are firm on those principles. And those we have seen that in the last decades. All the efforts have been in the same direction. Whereas this particular party, Aam Aadmi Party, is a party which promises something, speaks something on one day, another day you will find something else to be done. They came into existence with Lokpal, discussion about anti-corruption, but same time you have seen that they were involved in all the kind of corruptions which were there, whether it is Jal Board corruption, whether it was the DTC scam or the liquor gate scam, which I think probably is the biggest scam in independent India. Now, why would people may vote for them or may not vote for us? The reasons are people probably, people may like their freebies, the short-term offers which they have done, and we resisted from that because we thought that it will damage the exchequer, it will not be good for the country and the state, as particularly in the long term. Whereas the work of Bharatiya Janata Party goes, I'm particularly proud. The erstwhile council did a very good job. They have done fantastic work. The one point which you made is the garbage point, where I always speak. The garbage mountains came up because we religiously, very diligently, very honestly collected garbage from every house. Door-to-door collection was done. Why it was impacted? Because we wanted compositor, which makes the garbage from 7:1 cubicle size. State government chalked our funds, and state government chalked our funds in the mid of the COVIDs. They did not give us even money to pay our Dalit brothers, the people who collect the garbage, but they diligently worked. Now that may be their politics. We have seen how Aam Aadmi Party leader Arvind Kejriwal shown on his daughter that he will never come in politics. Then he came in politics. Then he has done backtracks. He has blamed various leaders. Then went and did the Maafinama. So we have seen all kind of things coming up from there. Yesterday the court has observed that their councillor was involved in riots. Now probably the people who vote for them
all those are separate issues. There are investigations that are going on. This is a very hyper-local election, and these are issues that matter to the voter on a day-to-day basis. So let's stick to that. But I'll just request you to stay on with us. I'll request Prashant also to stay on with us. I quickly want to continue the conversation with my colleagues also to understand what really is happening on the ground, because it's still very early for us to understand which way this election is going and if the exit polls are actually going to hold. Anshul and Nikhil continue to be with us. They're both tracking movements as far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned. Nikhil, are you seeing any movement as far as the Chief Minister's residence is concerned? Are you seeing any people that you would recognize who've already started coming in?
So, Ridhima, as you know that we are reporting from outside the residence of CM Arvind Kejriwal. So far, there is silence all over, lull all over, and I would like to show you the visuals as well from outside this particular place. This falls in the civil lines area of the national capital Delhi. So far, no leader has arrived here from the Aam Aadmi Party outside the residence, but we are expecting that Arvind Kejriwal himself, he will be going out to the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters once the trend is clear. But currently, as you can see in the pictures as well, nobody is here. But as the activity will pick up, we will expect as to some of the senior leaders, big leaders, particularly the MCD in charge, Durgesh Pathak. He has been working very hard for few years now. So he is one such person who is a key person, and he will be awarded with some of the, in that sense, good picture from the convener and the Chief Minister himself. So we are expecting some good and grand event today as well, but so far it is silence all over outside the residence. Back to you.
Okay, let me take in a word from Anshul also, because we already have the early trends that are trickling in. About 32 of the 250 wards are already reporting, out of which 20 for the Aam Aadmi Party, 12 for the BJP, and there is nothing for the Congress so far. So Anshul, any activity that you're seeing around you as far as the Aam Aadmi Party office is concerned? What are their grand plans for the rest of the day? What is celebration going to look like?
So yes, definitely the initial trends have started trickling in, but yes, the Aam Aadmi Party is already fully decked up. They are absolutely ready for that massive celebrations to begin, because they are absolutely confident that the exit poll results are actually going to hold. And if you could see in the visuals right behind me, the posters are already out, the balloons are already out, and just a few moments ago, the ration also came. So yes, there is going to be food, dance, song. The speakers are already being geared up as of now. So yes, in the next few minutes, as trends become more clear, we could expect that more and more party workers would start gathering outside here at the Aam Aadmi Party office in the national capital, and they are going to make sure that they put this point across, that the Aam Aadmi Party was a party who gave an alternative against the BJP. Because remember, as we have been pointing out, that the BJP was in power for almost 15 years, and one of the biggest factors that could go against the BJP in this election could be the anti-incumbency, since they have been in power for the last 15 years. And definitely people on the ground, we have been covering these elections, and definitely the people on the ground had raised several issues against the BJP, and that is the reason why the Aam Aadmi Party is now feeling absolutely confident that they are going to go ahead and form this government in the MCD. So yes, in the next few minutes we could expect the song and dance and the workers to start gathering over here, as the initial trends, as you rightly mentioned, the initial trends are still coming in. But yes, in the next few minutes we could expect, in the next few hours maybe, we could expect that once these trends are clear, more and more party workers and the organization over here, the Aam Aadmi Party organization that is already started to gather over here, they are going to make sure that they make a huge noise about the manner in which they are going to form the mayor in the national capital. So yes, it remains to be seen as to what happens in these elections, because yes, the exit polls have shown that the Aam Aadmi Party is winning with a landslide margin. But yes, these are very hyper local elections, and I'll again like to say that even a few votes here and there could actually change the situation in many votes.
And it's still early in the day, you know, these are only initial trends. We know, you know, how sometimes we've all been stumped as far as what the exit polls predicted and what the reality has been, though it doesn't look like that will be the case this time around. But let me bring in our other colleagues as well. Let me bring in Yash also. Yash, just look at the kind of early trends that we're getting in. About 50 wards that are already reporting out of the 250, and 30 to the Aam Aadmi Party so far and 20 to the BJP. The Congress hasn't been able to manage to open their account. So what